and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Wayne. I'm going to take you for a full walk-around presentation of our Ford Ranger 2012 XL dual cab 6-speed auto 2.2 litre diesel. We'll be doing a presentation as well as a condition report, so you know exactly what you're going to find when you come down here to either drive or pick up your new vehicle. Starting at the front, you'll note the headlights are all in good condition. Front bar doesn't have any major marking or even any stone chipping that I can see. Ford Ranger big grille with the word Ranger symboled in the middle there, all in good condition and barely even any stone chipping. This car has got really low kilometres. Coming around the side, again this headlight also in excellent condition. Being the XL model, it does come with your steel wheels. It's got the Dunlop Grand Trek tyres on there, which are still in good condition. Still plenty of tread left on there, and again the steel wheel in good nick. You'll note there on the badge it does say 2.2 litre 4-cylinder diesel with the 6-speed auto as well, and the side indicator in that side grille there. Both the driver's side doors in excellent condition with no real damage evident on there. And if we open the door, one of the things with the dual cab utes, because they're up a bit high, you tend to get a bit of scuffing down on this panel here as people are getting in and out, but you can see that's in excellent condition. This vehicle has only travelled just over 25,000 kilometres, so you'd expect it to be nearly as new condition. Into the back, same thing. Back seat doesn't look like it's even really been sat on. No marks, any evident getting in or out of the car. And again, super clean example. Looking up on the roof, the previous owner has fitted the twin roof racks up on the top. These are Rhino Rack branded. Certainly well-renowned product with plenty of following. On the back it is fitted with the tub, not a tray. Rear steel wheel all in good nick there, and with the tub it does have these tie down strap on the side, so this is great for your ropes or your tie downs. If you are carrying a load, loop it under and tie it off on there. And it's also got the lugs on the side of the tub if you were to fit a soft tonneau cover. The tub's also fitted with the header bar. These are great to have at the back of the windscreen there if you are tying off any sort of taller loads that won't fit down inside the tub height. High rider sticker all in place there, basically meaning it is the 4x2 variation. Does have the square hitch tow bar on there. The rear bar's in good nick. Again, I'm pretty picky with these. Got a tiny little mark here, probably a bump from a trailer getting hooked onto there. And in the tub, a small amount of wear and tear, but realistically it hasn't had a hard time in there with only minor paint blemishes inside there. No major dinting or anything like that. And if you would prefer, that can also be completely gone with the addition of a optional tub liner as well. Always a good addition. Black hard plastic, pretty much indestructible. Looking down the passenger side of the car, again excellent condition. If again being super picky, a couple of minor little paint wear marks on here where they've obviously tied something off on those lugs as I mentioned, but other than that certainly very clean. Got your fuel filler on the left hand side of the car. Back tyre, back rim, good condition. It is also noted it does have the rear mud flaps. These are excellent protection, and it's also got the front mud flaps as well. It stops the stones from being flicked out underneath the wheels and causing damage to the painted areas like the back of the rear bar or out of the front one and up underneath the doors and the side sill there as well. Again, just opening the doors to show you how clean this car is. Interior wise, the car's spot on. We'll go into there shortly, but all vinyl floors, nice and easy to keep clean and maintain as well. And last panel on there is just that front guard, and again, as far as I can see, no major blemishes to be pointed out on the car, and a credit to the way that the previous owners kept this one. Under the bonnet, as I mentioned, you're going to find Ford's very well-known 2.2 litre inline 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Puts out a 110 kilowatts of power, which out of a smaller diesel engine is still very impressive, and 375 newton meters of torque. This is mated to that 6-speed sports automatic transmission and the rear wheel drive setup, and with an 80 litre fuel tank, surprisingly will only use 8.9 litres per 100 k's, giving you an average listed fuel distance of around 899 k's per tank. So depending on how many people are in the car, how you drive and what you might tow, it's very, very fuel efficient. And also the rating on this particular car, going by our stats, are 3,350 kilos braked. So it does have the right chassis combination and suspension setup, does still tow quite a heavy load as well. Sitting inside the Ranger now, we'll give you a full rundown of all the features the car has to offer. Starting on the driver's door, you've got full electrics to all 4 windows, as well as your power window lock to stop the kids in the back from playing with them. Up on the dash behind the wheel, you'll find your controls for your electric side mirrors as well. On the steering wheel itself, you've got your cruise control on the right hand side and your stereo controls over here on the left hand side, as well as your Bluetooth voice activation as well. The vehicle does come with 2 remote flip keys, as well as one of these standard locking keys as well. On the right hand stalk, you've got your headlights, which do have an auto function, and the parkers as well, and then you've got your indicators, and on the left hand side you have your wiper controls there as well. Up behind the steering wheel, you will see that it does have the blue LED lights in there, as well as the white illuminated numbers. These are really easy to read at night, stands out nice and easy, and again you'll note super low kilometres for a 2012 model car at only 25,000 k's. You've got your fuel and your temperature gauge in the middle, and then your rev tacho off to the left hand side there. It's worth noting that the car does have the up and down control on the steering wheel, so depending on how tall you are, you can adjust that to see through to your dials without any real hassle. And it's also fitted with a Prodigy brake controller as well for all of your towing needs. Moving through to the middle, you'll see it's got the small blue LCD screen up the top that does have all your information in terms of your Bluetooth and your radio, auxiliary, etc., and a few options applicable there. And then you've got your shortcuts down the side here: CD, radio, auxiliary, phone shortcut. And then Ford and Volvo are probably one of the only ones I know that actually have the keypad, so if you do memorise the numbers, easy to dial out on the phone there as well. And then you've got your stereo control and your central locking in the middle, as well as your hazard lights there as well. In through the middle here, we've got our air conditioning controls. So you've got your temperature off to the left, your aircon setting here, fan speed in the middle, and the direction of air that you want. You've also got recirculated air or fresh air from outside. And then you've also got your rear windscreen demister listed in the middle, and your ESP stability control up on the right hand side. Ford do a great job of adding in twin 12-volt power outlets for all your charging needs, and under here you've also got a 3.5mm auxiliary input and a USB input there as well. And even though it's an automatic transmission, which generally takes up a lot of space in the centre, they've got a really deep storage section down there in front of the gear stick as well. I mentioned it was a sports automatic, so when you bring it down into drive, you flick it across to the driver's side like this, and then you can control what gear you're in by simply pushing it up to change down gears, or pulling it back to change up gears, just like that. Easy to do with one finger only, and then put it back up to park from there. Handbrake easily found in the middle here, and then you've got your twin cup holders in the centre there as well, which are a good size, going to fit most of your drinks. And the good thing about the Rangers, they do have a top tray, which is great for separating any needs you have at the top, but then also quite a deep centre console there as well, which a lot of the newer branded utes are going away from and having quite small ones in the middle there. Again, interior wise guys, this car presents super clean. It might be a 2012 model, but with the low kilometres and how well the previous owners looked after it, I think it definitely does tell you that they've genuinely looked after it super well. As we pan around the car, I'm just going to take the service book out. So we do have the owner's manual and the service book. The car was a company registered vehicle, obviously hasn't done a lot of Ks over the time, but it's all been serviced at the same Ford dealership, and as you can see, it's been serviced multiple times: 4,000 Ks, 8,500 Ks, 13,000 Ks, 15,000 Ks, 18, nearly 19, 21,000, There's one noted there at 25,125 as well. So the car's been super well serviced over the years, all done at the same Ford dealer, apart from maybe the last one that we would have done. And you know you're not due for a service for at least 10,000 Ks with that as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our walk around video presentation of our 2012 low kilometre Ranger XL High Rider. Really appreciate your time so far. Inform you of a few more things about us. My name is Wayne Simmons. I'm the used vehicle manager at Berwick Mitsubishi. This is a family owned and run business by two brothers, and I've been part of the company now for nearly 11 years. It's a great place to work and an even better place to buy a car from, because you know you've got some genuine support. You'll find that to be true by looking us up on Google, currently rated at 4.8 out of 5 stars with over 800 Google reviews from customers all over Australia we've sold cars to. That'll give you the assurance, guys, that you are buying a really good quality vehicle and from the right place as well. The other thing to take into account, being a big franchise dealer ourselves, we have an option for a further mechanical protection plan. The car is out of new car warranty, but we can provide you with an additional 5 years mechanical cover, up to 200,000 Ks on the clock, $3,000 per claim, and unlimited claims across the 5 years of the plan, and up to 10 years of premium roadside assistance. It does come at an extra fee, but with some more information given to you, I'm sure you'll see the ripping value that that does hold. And if you are choosing to finance this vehicle with us, it'll only make a very small dent to the weekly payment you'll be quoted anyway, so please allow us to explain more about that. I'm sure you'll be impressed. Please give us a call on 9907 0555 to either book a test drive, an appointment to view the vehicle, or maybe you want to do what nearly 50% of our business people do now and buy a car subject to viewing over the phone. I'm sure this video will give you confidence it's a perfect car for you, and we have absolutely nothing to hide on our cars. Very happy to do business with you, and I'm sure you'll be happy with us. Thanks again for your time, and I'll talk soon.